go. Hey everybody, welcome to AfterQuest. I'm Dan Stacy, and you are about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and digital dice to tell a good story. As always, let me know how sound sounds, because it's always tough on these things, so I appreciate you all letting me know. Hello Rex, hello Great Mustache, Lord JP Riker, welcome to House Horsey. Looks like we've got 10 in the house so far. I'm very excited. Spread the word. Grow the house. Chevalier? Yes?
Chevalier.
Yeah, Chevalier.
Grow the house, take us down.
Yeah. I'm torn. Dan wants House Chevalier. Anyways, I don't think we have too many announcements right now. I did have a really cool meeting with some guys from Epicverse today, so I just wanted to throw a shout out because they're awesome. It was a great conversation. Check out Epicverse Studios. They will be launching their website soon with, I think, 5 or 6 short films already ready. They're in post-production with those, so if you haven't checked them out, check them out. I love supporting other independent creators, so hopefully maybe someday we'll get to do a project with them. That would be really exciting. Yes. Lucky hat day for Jacob. Yes, Rex.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of something. We have a special guest, and I wanted to shout out Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads will be in at the end of the month here in person. So he might get a special guest seat on our AfterQuest on that week. And of course, we'll be shooting Around the Hearth with him here. He'll be doing the movie nights. So if you want to join in our movie nights over the garden wall, every Halloween we watch it with Adam and his family, and we eat popcorn with chopsticks. You got to be in the know to understand the inside jokes. So join the ever-growing force known as Avenue Studios to become a part of that. And of course, Thursday, not that Thursday. Which Thursday? The 26th? We are doing... Which one is it? I'm blanking. Jacob.
Apoctober.
Apoctober. It's the
I'm over here
apocalypse.
trying to work. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're good.
I lean on Jacob too
Something
much.
popped in my head. I was like, oh, wait, yes.
Apoctober, yes, Apoctober, and we are playing a post-apocalyptic in Twilight 2000.
Yes.
So, of course, our supporters will be in on that. I saw Lulu has already signed up, so get in there, patrons. Really excited to play.
Excited. It's a cool system.
With some of our
It's
Australian
unique,
friends.
for sure.
Yes, it was really fun to build characters in.
I wanted to build more.
I know.
Just because it's fun to build them.
Build characters. Anyways, I think that's it. Cheers, guys, to our second stream on Rumble. Thank you all for being here. Cheers, House Chevalier. Skål.
Or as I call them, House Horsey.
House Horsey.
My tongue doesn't like Chevalier.
It's too fancy.
If I leave, it's because I'm coughing. Just
Yeah.
to let you know. I've been coughing for like a week. So.
Lucius is nervous. It's the dancing. He's nervous. All right. Speaking of nervous, Jacob.
Yes.
Tag, you're it.
Oh.
We didn't
this
roll
again.
for a recap
It's this
or
again.
anything.
It's this again. Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
That's good. Hi everybody. Welcome back to the table. So excited to be here. Last time on AfterQuest.
I'm laughing at Mustache in chat.
Last time on AfterQuest.
I'll make it more blue.
We had an impromptu banquet? No.
House party.
House party.
House party,
It was a
yeah.
party. That's what it was.
Good.
Oh, no.
A little bit.
That's what it turned into.
Some of that. If you haven't seen yet, there was some kissing, there was some dancing, and there was some wrestling. You take it how it is, go back and watch it.
Not necessarily in that order.
Nope. But this session, we're going to pick back up pretty quickly, and we're going to do a little time lapse. So I'd like to cover... I got to go back and look at what I wrote. Sorry. Okay. I'd like to cover 14 days, give or take.
Nice.
So I believe you guys have some plans, yes?
Ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Very-ish.
Very ish.
Well, there's definitely some things.
We're
I
like
mean,
the
gotta-
most spontaneous AfterQuest party so far.
I love
So
it. It's great. I know. It's been...
We've got to do dancing for Lucius.
Absolutely.
And we got to do dancing with the Auroch for the games.
Of course.
Dancing with the.
Well,
Meaning
it's all
training.
dancing, right?
It's all
Oh,
dancing.
training. Okay.
it's all dancing.
I don't know.
to
What,
cast.
what Caspian needs to talk with Isidru at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know.
Mhm.
Where
We
So,
need
I
to
mean-
address the dancing that was done last time.
Right, because there was
Yeah.
talk about all of that.
And
So I
the
guess
dancing.
I want you guys to, so how about this?
Yeah.
Let me roll some dice.
That's always good to do.
And then we'll make some silly
Is it
voices. And then we'll be
secret or
doing
should
our
I
job.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Perfect.
You guys, and that was funny, that was the number that was in my head. So thank you, Dice, for cooperating. Look at that. You guys have 6 days before a particular event happens. So, for those 6 days, what is it that you want to be doing?
I imagine Lucius wants to get on like ready for the next event as soon as possible, right?
Training. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So he's probably going to be training with the Auroch, and that's probably going to be something that's going to be preoccupy us whether we want to or not.
Now,
I mean, it's in the courtyard, so
Right.
it's in the middle of everything.
the odd part is a lot of the other houses don't necessarily train their animal to combat. It's like a few do, but most of them just capture wild beast, enter wild beast, and hope it wins.
Let wild beast be wild.
Yeah. So, it's pretty exciting that you guys have this potential, but it also means there's potential for failure.
Oh.
Nice. Animal
I was gonna
handling.
say, have you met Lucius?
We got this.
We're training.
Have you seen my rolls?
Oh.
Just keep it up. We're fine.
Fine.
15's our number. That's not too bad.
So we're getting already requests that House Horsey. So maybe they'll be sabotaging your guys'.
Oh, spicy.
Just kidding. And if you are going to, I better get a message. No. So what does training look like over those 6 days?
I'm not sure how to train an Auroch.
It looks like Lucius standing in front of the Auroch thinking.
What do you think he's doing?
I'm probably dominating its will. I thought he won already. They've been out there for hours. We should probably go engage.
We should just go and talk to them, I would think.
We still need to read up on that cat of 𝙁𝙪𝙙𝙤𝙗, and maybe there's something, I don't know, have you run across books that can help with Auroch training? Whatever that is.
I haven't read any of them.
I figured more like it was destined on your blade. Every time you threw it, maybe it hit something helpful.
Well, what I read last time was what I had.
All right.
And for stage setting, Moore will probably, if that's actually what he's doing, but I believe it is, Moore will be sitting on like some part of the courtyard wall, kind of watching and occasionally yelling suggestions.
I love it.
Whether or not he's listening at all.
I love it. I love the imagery of those couple days. Lucius the Third is out there, just trying to work with this Auroch. So, do you have any kind of imagery you'd like to share? Like, what would be Lucius's goal with this Auroch?
Well, his first thoughts are to try to see if it is relatively sentient, because he was kind of getting that feeling because it didn't kill him when it got out of the cage. So I think it was establishing that kind of connection to see if he can even like kind of communicate in any way.
Okay. Roll
I'm
it.
not laughing at you. I'm laughing at thoughts in my head.
Roll
Would
it.
that be animal
Yeah.
handling
I mean,
Do you have enough badges for it to obey you?
or insight?
Sorry.
we're gonna start with animal handling,
Oh gosh.
and then if it's sentient, we'll go inside.
Let's see.
And ours is very slow, but we'll get.
Oh,
What?
are you kidding me?
And I just happened to get the dice in this show.
But like,
Oh, I missed ours just rolled.
we're not gonna find out for like 5 more seconds, guys. So if you want us to stay in suspense, you have to not react.
Oh, what is
Or
it?
we overreact to every
gentlemen,
dice roll.
it's not gonna happen.
No. Nat 20. Yeah. So he clearly is sentient. But if you
Okay.
bring other people in there to work with him, no go. He ain't having it.
Okay. Okay.
Like, he's obstinate and will get aggressive if you continue to push. But you, he will listen to.
Okay. So I guess he will kind of run him through like tests of he's going to run at it and try to tell it to move out of the way and then kind of do a roundabout and attack, you know, not him, but, you know, pretend to attack kind of thing and run him through some like maneuvers, you know, to be able to kind of get around and best use his horns, so I would assume, which is kind of like in a roundabout pattern most of the time.
What skill would you like to put to that, out of curiosity?
Do you have bizarre idea? Do any of your superiority moves translate so that you could teach to it?
Ooh,
That's
I
really
like
cool.
that.
Like maybe maneuvering attack or something to like get it anywhere he
Maneuvering
wants?
attack? Yeah, I guess that would work, right?
The takedown one could
Or
work
the
for
trip
a
attack
bull.
where he kind of like
Yeah.
maybe like dodges and then like does like a low
Maybe
horn thing or
teaching him
something.
how to trip with his horns as well. Like to be able to get down.
Get them on the ground and then, stab them to death.
Yeah.
Trample.
So let's see.
I love that idea. I mean, that wouldn't be that hard to put into the system to give this Auroch that training if that goes well.
Okay.
That would be really cool.
I just want to know how do I...
And I love that you are influencing the battle without actually like shouting commands in the battlefield, because that's a big no-no.
Usability.
No Pokemon battles.
We ain't doing Pokemon, my guy.
I'm teasing you.
We talked about
That's
this.
just gonna show you what it is. I think.
Okay.
These battles are
We
not
need
supposed to be
to
front
roll
runner.
for
It's
an
an
totally
attack.
talked about
We
it.
did many times.
Unless he
There's some of
says
us who really
something
wanted
else.
Pokemon.
Which would be
Like maybe he might have
You know they're gonna
the
say yes.
longsword.
But yeah,
I love it.
I love it.
Okay.
That's so good.
Standard.
so she's gonna roll an attack roll
not a
to
standard.
see
Sorry.
how well she can teach it. Because that would be the roll she would make to
Yeah.
execute the
It
maneuver.
would be just a regular attack roll for my longsword.
Sure, or we could, athletics, because it's still strength based, and that way we're sticking to the skills. Because then, do you know what I mean?
Athletics is not better for him.
Oh, or acrobatics is arguable because a physical.
Also not better for him.
What is good for you?
I'm very wise.
He's very
Let me
pretty.
pull up your character sheet.
You are the
I am-
game master.
I know.
Honestly, it's,
it's
it's wisdom.
maybe I'm not anymore.
Wisdom and strength, but mostly wisdom.
First of all, y'all can heal yourselves. I see you're all badly injured and injured still from the
Oh.
fight. It doesn't really matter, but
At this point, maybe we're injured from the party, but okay.
please roll a Constitution saving throw. No. All right. Let's see.
Could I be using my longsword against him? Like,
Okay.
against his horns?
Sure.
Okay.
Fail your roll and see what happens.
Well, no.
Well, I know you can't kill it with one attack.
What are you doing? Oh, you're healing
Taking
yourself.
long rests. It's all good.
Yeah. I'm doing what I'm
You're just
listening to the
literally
game
listening to the DM. Just
master.
gonna argue with me. I'm just kidding.
I was just so far behind. Was it
A
good?
17 with a
Okay.
13 on the
That's good.
die
Okay.
is pretty well. So I love the imagery that over the couple days you're using your longsword, redirecting, and maybe even with a blunted, that sort of blunted tip, you give him a jab when he doesn't quite get that turn right or something. You tell me
Yeah.
if that's too far.
Yeah, no, that's, I think that's good.
Oh, there's a weak spot. You're helping expose that he needs to be able to maneuver, right?
Or I'll poke at him,
Right.
if he's actually able to hit him. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and it goes well, and the training's going well. What is Moore's thoughts on this as she's watching?
I mean, honestly,
House
probably
Mercy's neighing back there. Sorry, carry on.
probably a lot of the heckling comments that I have been making are variations on what Moore has been actually saying. Things like, maybe throwing in a couple of the helpful suggestions. Maybe when you try some different things that just blatantly don't work, like, you consider using athletics, and she's like, well, you are very pretty.
And he'll be sulking around when he hears stuff like that. But he is listening, and he is definitely taking what Moore has to say.
And
to heart.
overall, even though she's doing it in a, joking, ribbing tone, she's reasonably engaged and interested in this, and to her own degree, trying to be helpful, but also trying to make sure that he doesn't take it too seriously.
He's taking it very seriously.
Well, I can tell you
Imagine how much it would be if she wasn't there. Yeah.
over that 6 days of downtime, essentially, the Auroch does very much improve with speed, with agility, with getting around, with dodging. And then you were talking about, what was the maneuver you were exactly looking for? Tripping?
Well, I ended up using it's like maneuvering
Strike.
strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep, I see it now.
Okay,
I had
okay.
to scroll up, sorry. I'm used to my 3 screens. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, buddy. We'll get you another
No,
one.
you're all, no,
Maneuvering
you're good.
attack. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I see it now. Out of all the excitement, I missed it. Sorry. Yes. So he seems to be actually being able to do that maneuver. He'd be able to move around and take advantage of you. Now, he doesn't hit you too hard. I roll the will save to see, how many times you poked him, and maybe he wants to get a rib in. But he actually respects you.
Okay.
So he, Lucius III, has gained respect of this Auroch named Tetsu over those 6 days. I mean, obviously it's not perfect.
Mhm.
I wouldn't go stab it with a real knife or rapier or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It may turn into a...
And I think the other thing is because Moore's a heavy fighter, she may have some suggestions on how that kind of a maneuver translates to someone that is bigger and slower in their attack style.
Mm-hmm.
That's
of
cool.
being like, okay, well, it can't do what you do. Try teaching it to do it a little bit more like this.
Because more than likely the other creatures will be smaller. Well, how big is the tiger, face tiger?
Face
I
tiger is
think
pretty large.
Or is
That
it the same
might
size?
be what the boys are doing.
Yeah, let's
Might be
let's let the
investigating.
boys
Yeah,
investigate
that's kinda-
that.
Thinking.
I mean, on a D&D map, they're actually the same size. They're both large
Okay,
creatures.
okay.
But
I was thinking if there was anything really small that would be really hard for.
there are small creatures. There's the
Yeah.
silk-tailed beetles that you guys have heard about so far,
Mhm.
and there may be some others for you to investigate. So I do kind of want you more to put a roll in an encouraging way for Lucius and Tets.
Okay.
So pick a skill that thinks makes sense to you. I could see diplomacy based ones, persuasion, or even intimidation in a way because
Yeah, let's go with a persuasion.
okay,
I think
love
that's
it.
closest.
It makes sense to me.
It's just very slow. Yes,
Wow.
Ooh, girls.
Good.
What is it? What is it?
Good,
What is
that's
it? We're so far behind.
At 23, you do
Nice.
very well at encouraging Lucius. And Lucius, you feel like at first it was a little heckly,
Mhm.
obviously, as it
Mhm.
was stated that way. But then you realize there was really good, helpful hints and pointers.
Mm-hmm. So
And
I think you get one of his rare smiles at certain points when he thinks you're not looking,
Mhm.
and the Auroch's like running by him. He actually is having fun.
Oh, I
Okay.
love it. I can see it all in anime too.
Like,
Like I literally am pitching it all
Everything's
like
slow
as an
motion.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
so great.
And I think like when you actually manage to accomplish something, if you kind of like glance over in her direction, she'll give you one of those like attaboy kind of winks.
And, you compose and kind of a nod bow.
I love it. All right, so their 6 days are covered. What about the boys?
do we talk about things, or are we just going to like get work done like men?
Mm,
I feel like if we are going to go talk to them, perhaps we should talk first.
Yes. I'm tired of watching those two. 3? Poor Auroch, third wheel. Yep.
So, what's on your mind? What? So, after all that,
I'm sorry, Drew. I was just too in the moment.
so you're not changing plans or anything?
No. I'm only... No, that's not right. But I am mostly upset that I just failed Lucius. And that I failed you. You're my brother. I'm sorry. That woman. I'm not going to lie, it was a lot of fun. I don't want to take away from that. But it is just not the right time. And don't talk to me.
So, do you consider what happened a mistake? Because I just want to say
An
that...
unfortunate series of events?
Well, I was going to say that I would say that doesn't really matter about what really happened per se, other than how you push forward with it. I mean, even from our own parents, they definitely had a problem back in the day, and they realized that there's times in life where you make mistakes. There's times in life that maybe the flight of fancy got a hold of you. So I just want to say that whatever you make of the event, it's not, you shouldn't allow anyone else to judge about how it's done or how you interpreted it. It's how you push forward with it. Do you let it affect you? Do you not let it affect you? It's a situation where I would say you have the right heart of it, and I still believe you, and I still trust you with all my heart. You can push forward, and how you handle it, I'll be there to support you.
I thought I was supposed to be the fancy one with words.
Well, I learned from the best.
Thank you, my brother.
And if it bothers you, for once, maybe I can intercess for you when speaking to Father.
Oh.
You did so much in the past. I just feel like maybe it's the one time I can repay that.
I would like that very much. Yes. And you're right. You know, Father always said it's a choice we make every day.
Of course.
And that's why he and Mother are where they are now.
They were able to move past things, and they knew where they truly stood, even after all that.
Yes. I just want to make sure you're all right.
It was quite shocking, I will say.
I do my best.
After thinking about it, you know, over a night of not much sleep, I just was thinking about everything that you've said, what you told me, how you've acted, and I just don't see you changing that.
I appreciate it. And I just don't want to fail you and Lucius. That's truly the only thing that bothers me. If it were different circumstances, perhaps I'd be interested in seeing where it went. But if there's one thing both father and grandfather have taught us, is not to be fools. As much as I have fun, I will not be a fool. I am a 𝙏𝙬. And we will do our best to not make that a thing. But truly, if you're alright with it, I would love to turn it into something of use. I don't know how we can spin it or what we need to do, but maybe we can take a mess and make something beautiful out of it.
You did know always how to make a good play of things.
Thank you.
I will say that I've never been one for the play, but I'll be there to support yours.
Thank you, my brother. I couldn't do this without you, and neither could he.
It's quite mesmerizing.
He's smiling. Did you see it?
It's amazing.
I'm so happy. We should make sure Moore's cup is full, and then I had some thoughts about doing some looking up of that little kitty cat that 𝐼𝐪𝐿 has, and then, I don't know, we go from there?
Oh, I'm quite interested. I'll be right with you.
Love you, my brother.
I love you too, brother.
Let's go read books, I guess.
Oh, I was hoping for reconnaissance.
We could do that too. You know what? A good story. I'm sure there's lots of people talking at the tavern.
Stories are told by word or by pen. And I, for one, would like to stick with the words.
Very well. We'll start there. Would you fill up Morgana's cup, please? Make sure she is well supplied.
Yes, that.
We're off.
And I want to be clear. You're not going to actually go visit the FaceTime. You're going to visit the bars.
No,
to find
yeah,
out about
yeah.
the FaceTime.
I mean, we'll start with the latter.
All right.
The former may. I don't know.
Well, let's go into some gathering of informations. And you are heading to one of the many taverns, probably the seaside ones where you guys are most comfortable at, correct?
Go ahead.
I think we should visit the ones that Father told us not to.
I was thinking the same thing, actually. Sounds rather fun.
Well, and I think it would just be a place that if Father didn't want us to go, then it probably has the information we seek.
And if we wise within reason, I'm sure he'll be fine with it.
And a good disguise or two.
That was my next question. How are we disguising up? Awesome. Well, one of y'all gonna roll deception. I'm not mixing up systems. Let me double check. No, deception's in there. Yeah.
You could roll my deception.
Let's do it.
And then one of you is going to roll the eavesdropping button.
Is that like
Okay.
That'd be investigation or insight.
All right. That's the deception. And I'll do the insight, I think.
It works. Yeah. They're dice.
Whatever. Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
that sounds about right.
Okay.
Well, your guys' disguises. You don't look like Caspian or 𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗. Do you have a name for yourself as you're on the streets, being you, but not you?
That's a good question.
We don't have to.
No, it's good. Cole.
Can I go with Daddy?
Yes!
For you viewers who do not know what that is, go check out Outlaws of 𝙈𝙪𝙙𝙀𝙁. Yes.
It just seemed wrong to take Billy. So.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
perfect.
Cole and Danny.
I was
are
hoping
out.
you were going to go with Evangeline.
Yeah.
I couldn't pull that one off, so I only had
You
one
are
other
an
two.
elf.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It was only he only rolled a 17.
And I don't know if I want that type of attention.
Well, but 𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗 helped you with your deception also. So you both
Yeah.
look the part well. We have a Cole and a Danny. Yeah. Hanging out at, I just had to double check myself.
I'm still the C. That's why I went with Cole.
Yeah. Cole and Danny hanging out at these bars. But Cole or Caspian, you are struggling with gathering the information. It seems like pretty tight-lipped.
I am assuming there's more elves around the bar.
Correct.
They're hard to read.
Yep.
So stoic.
But you do hear the whispers of the midnight kiss.
Nice. I kind of like that. He might be listening to too many of those stories. Too. He's slightly distracted.
I mean, you know where you do know. You already knew where the area that the Phase Tiger was being kept in, but now you know the tighter area.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
They 100% have it. We know where they're keeping it.
right, but that's about all you're
That's
getting. You're
about
not
it.
getting much more beyond that.
Okay. Another 10 by 10 cage.
Seems like they're quite popular.
We definitely are going to have to spin the story. I mean, everyone was talking about it. There's got to be a way. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if everyone's heard about it, perhaps we could use that as a ticket on our way to the elven mansion.
Hmm.
I mean, if you just go by that Caspian is here to give his regards, then perhaps that could get us in.
I am not opposed to that. We'll probably have to tell Father, or do we just continue with the whole forgiveness permission line of thinking?
At this point, I might as well ask for forgiveness.
All right.
I
At the least, I am not betrothed to anyone. I am not currently engaged in anyone. This is all above board. It was a wonderful dance. No one can deny that. So,
and perhaps while you're here, you can make it so that you may want to reject her advances in the open. 'Cause now we have now we could push on their lands while she pushed on ours.
yeah, she did seem to walk away quite proud of herself, didn't she?
Oh, yes.
I do have to get her back for that one. All right, the attack it is then.
We're gonna go to the mansion.
That can, I don't know if you want that to be the next round or the same week, but
It's on the
Not the route we were going.
I just can't help but like commenting on a meta level that I'm not sure going to the person's house to reject them communicates exactly the same thing as if
No,
they
yes,
came to
we're
your
not-
house
we're
and you
not gonna-
rejected them.
it's just a tool in the belt right now.
Sure.
an option.
So you're going to the Galdress estate?
I think at first we're just going to scout it out.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. But in deceptional form. See what I did there? As Cole and Danny, or are we breaking form?
No,
think we should-
go ahead. I was thinking maybe you could be sneaky. I could be one. I could pull a
So he's purple.
I heard the story, something about a wonderful life where you just happened to be meandering by.
Very well. I can stick to the shadows and help you if things get dire.
Just keep it light and casual, but hopefully I could create some kind of distraction where you could just take a peek.
Ah, I see.
Just get to look at the thing or something. I don't know.
I'll see what I can do.
Or someone with loose lips. We can.
Perhaps a different phrasing.
Yes, Drew, I have to write some of these down. You are on top of it tonight.
He's on fire today. Oh boy.
If I had a legend point, I'd give you one.
Yeah. All day long. So you're heading to House Galdress or House Navarre?
Galadress.
Galadress.
Just wanna make sure.
Caspian's gonna be, taking a walk. I just spotted it.
Yep.
Something's happening at Jet. You guys are awesome.
Lots of things are happening. I'm just trying to find the timing.
Caspian's going to be going by Galadress and hoping to attract the attention.
Yeah.
Maybe seeing whoever's there, just start nonchalantly talking with them and mentioning things and see if they he's not specifically going there to call on, is it Valera or Valera? I'm still blanking.
Valeria?
Elf V name. We're good.
Elf V
Keep
name.
going.
Yeah.
It's
So,
V.
but
That
he's
just
hoping
feels
maybe,
weird.
people will be like calling her out and he can kind of create this commotion, a little bit of commotion there.
Okay. So you want to roll performance is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what I guess I wanted to understand
Mechanically,
exactly
sorry.
what you wanted to roll mechanically.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
we are still playing a
professing love.
TTRPG game.
I paint the picture. And then hopefully so that gives him a little more space to...
If you roll
Just
well
peek.
enough, give him advantage at his peeking.
Yeah, pull out a boombox, hold it up, play it.
Did I miss a roll?
No. I don't know where it is on the sheet. I'm going to spend my inspiration on this roll.
Okay.
I think it's a good time to do it.
That's not bardic inspiration either.
No, it's the one you gave me
Yeah.
first session. But I don't know where that is on the sheet.
I don't think there's technically a way that you could just...
I just
check-
say roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
Alrighty. Performance coming up with advantage.
Can you play an instrument?
Oh.
He's
yeah.
a bard.
Are you kidding me? All right.
I can play all
Wait, it's still rolling. Wait.
It's really bad.
Oh,
All right. So our friends at home, it is a 27 with a nat 20.
It's
If these
nice.
players keep rolling nat 20s.
It's his turn to play her.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you have a song or
I-
what do you have? Do you have anything ready for this? A
Oh,
poem?
yeah. I mean, I have all my instruments with me, but I think I'd be pulling out, is it the 𝙏𝙬𝙗𝙗𝙗? I always forget what it's called.
Oh, man, we
it's
wanna-
terrible. I know. Sorry. I
No,
think
it's
it's
good.
in my
Inventory?
stuff, but in my inventory.
it's your second one.
Yeah. Yarding.
Yarding. That's what it is.
Which is kind of like Faerun guitar,
Correct.
basically.
Yep.
And so he's
Nice.
just going to be like walking by and just picking along, strumming something.
I mean, you're drawing attention. Everybody
Okay.
knows what happened. I mean, the rumors are
Oh,
going.
this is going to echo to something. All right, real quick. It's been a long time since you've seen her. Could have been 3 years or more. Will she be waiting when we dark boys? Or like the others, will she be gone? Anyways, and he'll be singing that song about meeting the girl he hasn't seen in a while.
love it.
Just happened to be walking by. Like,
I turned that off. Sorry, guys.
oh, you're good.
It's gone. Sorry about that. Yeah.
That was an NPC I was watching.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You've gained a follower.
Villager 223 liked
yes.
that.
I like that.
All right. So you guys definitely Not you guys, just Caspian, because our other friend is going to do something else.
𝙫𝙗𝐵𝐻𝑖𝑟's nowhere to be seen.
No, not at all. Caspian, you absolutely draw a lot of attention. A lot of attention. Like a lot of attention. Like the house.
Nothing you're saying is worrying me. Your face is worrying me, but nothing you're saying
You are
is.
surrounded by elves. And oddly enough, none of them want to remove you. You're not really supposed to be there. I mean,
I'm on public property. Is that a thing run?
Hey, that's a thing. You're on the street.
Yeah, it's just a performa.
so 𝙫𝙗𝙗, you automatically have advantage on your roll to
Nice.
investigate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to see that roll.
Oh,
All
sorry.
right.
That's me. I got
But-
excited. All right, so investigation,
Or stealth.
stealth,
Oh, we are on downtime. We'll roll whatever you want. Stealth, it's fine.
whatever we
Is
want.
that how downtime works?
No. Stealth fits, though.
Okay, stealth. Okay.
Cool. You're a
Either or is
gracious
fine.
God.
Argue with me.
Come on, 𝙫𝙗𝐵𝐻𝑖𝑟.
All right.
Sorry.
With
Okay,
a
I'll take
15,
it.
that's not
15's our
terrible.
number.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't hard DC, obviously, because there's a nat 20 with the drawing of attention.
I just really wanted another 20. Carry on.
You're good.
I'm getting
15
greedy.
solid.
15 is. That's
Mhm.
that's our number.
𝙫𝙗𝙗, you find the phase tiger. That's what you're looking for, yes?
Yes.
And you find it. And it is in a rather large pen, not a 10 by 10. It's being kept in a 20 by 20 pen. But it is being well fed. And it's obviously what you find is it's in an enclosure that is protected by runes, so it cannot phase out of it.
Hmm.
Does it look wild?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not doing any sort of
Yeah,
investigation.
no, it
per
definitely
se.
looks wild.
Okay.
What other questions would you like to know about it?
It's kind of outside of his wheelhouse, but if possible, write down what those runes look like.
Oh, cool.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, it's outside of his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
While you're
That's very
thinking,
cool.
small clarification. Does it need a 20 by 20 or is it being given a 20 by
It's
20?
being given space.
Okay. all right.
If it
That's
was
a-
a 20 by 20, I would be out.
Just wanted to
I would be out. How close? How
I
close?
make sure you said you like, oh, okay.
Reaches his arm, grab.
Never mind.
I'm gonna roll something real quick. I'm gonna do it private. Sorry. No, public's more fun.
Ooh.
Oh, what is
GM
that?
roll.
No, you can see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But you're the GM
Is it
and you
good?
roll.
Oh yes. The phase tiger catches you, and turns and squares off with you, and lowers its hunches as it looks with you with these eyes of "I'm going to kill you." As you're trying to study these runes.
Okay.
And so can I have a roll for studying the runes? Arcana?
I suppose that would be the roll.
Hmm.
I mean, you could argue something else with me if you'd
No,
like.
no, that makes perfect sense. He's just way outside of his element.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
go for it.
You can always roll good.
I could.
That's-
Or roll well,
True.
yeah. I'm just kidding. Come on! You gotta be kidding me!
I mean, I assume
You
he
were
takes
saying
out a
that
notepad and does
one.
the smart thing of draw rune.
The entire time you're drawing this rune, the phase tiger is growling and like crouching towards you,
Ugh.
and then phases right into the wall. And like you jump a little bit, but somehow you still maintain a very steady hand as you're copying down the rune pattern. Well done.
Awesome.
And what does 𝙫𝙗𝙗 walk out to seeing?
Yeah, what does he walk out to see?
A massive crowd has
Yeah.
gained, and not only just the elves, you can see other members of other houses, and it has drawn quite the crowd.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep going.
It's a mini concert.
Yeah. If anyone's pulling, I'm gonna start seeing who else is gonna pull in instruments. Let's start a band.
There seems to be a couple member of House Chevella is a
Ah.
step forward. I'm going to share an image of what the four of these look like.
Switch over.
Hold on, let me
You're good.
show to players. Hold on. There we go. That's what I want.
Anybody in a purple robe? Or?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Don't push it.
I'm sorry.
Did you guys get the image or no?
There it is.
So 4 members of House 𝙈𝙪𝙙𝙚 step up to play alongside of you. By the way, thank you, Rex, for that artwork.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
Wow.
Rex,
Rex.
that's awesome.
I have not shared it with the other people here yet. So,
That's awesome.
That's so good. All right, so me and the one guy with
5
like
members, sorry.
the lute, or we're gonna say it's a yarding as well. We do a guitar off, like doing some of the like Cocky King style, banging the
Oh, yeah.
and just
It's going well, though.
Jazz
like, the
flute.
music.
yeah,
Like, it literally is now like a mini concert. Like, the elves have pulled out chairs. And even for like, there's mixed crowds there. Like, there's other houses with emblems and servants have walked by. You've drawn a huge crowd.
beautiful. I'm gonna have my cloak out for money if people want to start throwing it, and then I'm hoping. I think it'd be cool when 𝙗𝙗 that comes out that he could see maybe Valera is somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, she's
Watching.
somewhere. Hold
Okay,
on.
and I'll
We'll get there in a second.
I'll make eye contact.
You ain't making that guy.
Oh, wait.
𝙗𝙗 is.
Oh, okay.
𝙗𝙗, as you are leaving the compound, you round a corner, a brick wall, and there is Valeria standing there. And she just nods at you as she turns and she looks towards the concert going on.
Okay.
But she doesn't seem to know who you are. She seems to be mentally busy as an elf typically isn't, but this one is.
All right. I think at that point, especially seeing how Cass is having a lot of fun, he's just gonna go over to like one of the walls of the building, just like lean against it, pull out his death sticks that he totally knows how to use, and like light one, but keep it like far away from his face, and just like keep watching his brother and kind of keeping a general premise of some weird loner on the side.
So when you said death stick, I was picturing dynamite. I want to be clear, you didn't mean dynamite.
He means to sing.
Yes. Okay, fair enough.
The ones that Obi-Wan Kenobi took from that guy in the bar.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
You're funny.
I swapped universes.
Yeah.
It's great. But no, I love it. I love the imagery of you just like sitting there watching your friend too, right?
He's trying not to crack smiles, but he can't help but smile at it.
And you see Valeria watching from like a different wall, essentially. Pretty much the same thing, but not with the death stick.
Yeah,
That's what we're calling them.
He's gonna be like scanning the crowds, just making sure that no one's gonna be like on the, trying to take out his brother.
There is a couple figures now that have entered the scene of this concert that definitely have questionable looks about them.
Can I get any sort of symbol on them? Any house?
Roll a perception check. I think it just to see if you can see the symbol.
Okay.
In the crowd and in the chaos, it's hard to make out a particular symbol.
All right. So I think he's just gonna keep an eye on them and just kind of, lacking a better terminology, just insight them, just making sure that they're not, even if they are being unfriendly, not being hostile.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll. Nobody's being hostile.
Okay.
Obviously curiosity, maybe some jealousy. Maybe.
Does have a gorgeous smile.
Caspian doesn't notice it.
So how long do you play for? And we digress. Here we go.
Yeah. No, I think it would. I'm picturing we got here like midday, so he's gonna play until evening time.
Awesome.
When people start things start dying down.
Yeah.
Unless 𝙗𝙗 pulls him aside, he's gonna keep going because he wants to give 𝙗𝙗 as much time as possible.
Okay.
That's definitely what he's thinking about.
They're both waiting for each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna continue.
I love it.
And then when it dies down, I'll make sure the House Chevalier members get a cut.
Oh.
and then I want to give the rest to whatever in the elven kind of districts, whatever is the lower income area or something. You know, do
Okay.
like a
Charity thing.
charity drop off somewhere.
I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely love it. I'm gonna write that down.
very publicly. House
Oh,
Caesarea.
I no
donates.
longer love it. I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was like,
just kidding.
well, it's not, and it's not Caspian donate. This is a donation from House Caesarea.
Over those, that's awesome. It's fantastic. May come back around. We'll see.
No.
Over those 6 days, though, you do have a chance to gain more information from any other house that you would like.
Ooh.
I guess it's our responsibility to gather some on our superior house.
Yep, I think that's right.
There are other options too, but
Who are we going
We're-
against?
yeah,
That
that
was
was
my
my
next
next
statement.
Jinx.
during those 6 days, you guys are given the news as a delivery of information of, let's pull it up, excuse me, your bracket, who's in your bracket, what houses are you going to be against, and the breakdown of the tournament, essentially, for this phase. Make sure I show the right thing. Show players. There we go.
Ooh.
So what we have here is you guys, the first house that you face off against is House 𝙈𝙪. I guess I gotta pull up that information.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You know that, sorry, 1 second, just so
good.
you have information.
Yep.
You know that their crest is a silver griffin on a field of blue. Their motto is strength and unity.
I remember them from
And
the
they're
party.
known for their military prowess, but not naval.
Okay.
It seems like it's going to take a while before we would face our superior house in the competition.
Yes,
so-
it's fair enough. Could pick away at it. I'm sure Morgana might have some ideas there as well.
Oh, of course. So I think it would be good if we could just get a little bit of information on the houses to come.
Yes. I heard we were up against, I had some people talking in Tavern, we're up against House Groundhog. So,
Groundhog.
well, that's what they call them. They don't like the water.
Oh, that's quite interesting. I honestly can't remember all the houses.
Don't say that to their faces. It's Growlhund, but...
Oh, ground!
Sorry.
That makes sense.
It's just a term of endearment from some of the privates in the military.
So we will go and investigate them.
Good. And you do so, and you gain the information that they have a young griffin.
Specifically a young one.
Correct. Let me see you capture a full-size griffin.
I was wondering.
That's what the old guy at the tower does.
Yeah.
Let me see you catch a cool size one. All right. Well, that's interesting. I hate...
We should probably tell Lucius to figure out how to train the Auroch to fight against a flying foe.
Yes. He does have zappy powers. This would be a terribly good fight.
That's gonna be quite the show.
Do the Pokemon have types that are weak to each other?
I was going to say, I think the more normal bull attacks won't have any effect when he's flying, but maybe the electric will. It'll be super effective, one would say.
Quite shocking.
Right. But truly, yes, I think we should catch up with Lucius and Morgana, and I think, unfortunately, brother, we may have to do a little reading.
What are you thinking?
I am just thinking, let's get as much information as possible. If there's not a lot of talk, then perhaps there's been things written, especially about this face tag. You've got quite a collection there with those runes and stuff. That would be interesting to see. Run it by some of, perhaps any of the mages we have in the mercenary groups, any sorcerers that have come across it.
I could see if I can get in contact with some of them.
Do we have any wizards currently? I don't like to talk to wizards.
I don't think wizards are really a thing we do.
Okay.
We may have a sorcerer too, but
They're much more fun.
I don't feel like you guys have like a house wizard. It just doesn't quite fit.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure.
We may have like a sorcerer.
I like the idea of like a wild magic sorcerer running around with the mercenaries, but I don't think a wizard is.
He was on sale.
Crazy old dude.
Oh man, this is why I don't do downtime with my people because it never works. That's good.
The
No.
old Radagast
much
guy
fun.
lives
Love it.
in the woods.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, we got the guy that summons rabbits.
Pointy teeth.
Shot right.
But yeah, we'll return and
Yeah, but on your way back, you are approached by a figure in a robe of purple. It's because it's later in the evening at this point.
Mm.
They literally like approach you, hand you a note. And
Yeah.
You take it, and
Yes.
they walk off.
That was so smooth.
Well, he did quite show off how rich he was by that cape.
It's true. And then he just turned around and walked away.
A true lover of the nobility.
Hmm.
Sabotage? Question mark.
Never mind, not a lover of the nobility.
Is it a threat or a warning?
I can't quite tell.
The purple figure stands off in the distance, watching your reaction.
Perhaps we should just write a yes or a no and throw a dagger at him.
Circle yes or no.
I was just going to write everyone else.
I mean, he could
He catches it and runs.
interpret that as everyone who isn't you.
That was the idea, right? Sabotage everyone else?
But I could be everyone else.
Oh, that's fair. I'm sorry. My hyperbolic language.
Well, hopefully they understand.
We'll just have to wait and find out.
The purple figure gives you a big old thumbs up and runs off.
At least he's friendly about it, I suppose.
Well, I suppose I would like to be killed by someone who's smiling rather than frowning.
It's not a green smile, I guess. Purple and green looks good together, though.
Thank you, chat.
Yes, chat's awesome. We'll see how that happens, chat. Who are we sabotaging first? You now have the list.
They were just given license to do everyone else, so
I mean, I still have final say.
discuss in
And
chat
there's
what
still-
that means to
Yeah,
them.
there's
Yeah.
still dice to be had, too.
I was kind of, maybe I should be more clever. I was thinking everyone other than our whole family. But you're right, I should have been more specific.
Every other house, what a good way of putting it.
I wasted all my words on the songs. Unbelievable.
I
Well,
love it.
I mean, if we get sabotaged because of having the really good songs, I'm glad I at least got to hear it.
Thank you.
So you guys converge and gather and share information. You share how well the training's been going, and you share your reconnaissance. You both talk about the house you're going to face. And is there any more parties? Like, are we done with that? Or like, is this like an
I think
every
we're done
night
with that for
thing?
now.
To be honest,
Lucius
no.
wants to confront you on that note.
What?
Oh, interesting.
First plaint in the code legal.
Hold on. Did Lucius? Did you tell her about the note? Because I left that out of the sentence
I
there.
thought
I
you
didn't
had
say anything
said
about
it.
the note. No, everything that they found out
No.
information wise they shared
Oh, he would have told him.
would not.
Would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just wanted to be clear.
It's Uncle Lucius.
You can't mess with any nobles. No blackmailing, no using any kind of influence to...
Well, you just handed me a note. All I did was write on
You
it.
pretty much wrote your admission that you are sabotaging other houses.
Well, I would-
Hardly. There was absolutely no context. Even Cass doesn't know what he's just signed.
That is quite true. I even told him if he wanted to sabotage them, he should have said every other house, but he just said everyone else.
And
Drew, it was a two-word answer. Adding a third was not going to make a difference.
I feel like there's a lot of gray area, and I was firmly in the middle of it.
Plus, he wasn't a royal dignitary of any kind.
Isn't there something about self-defense in the
Purple
laws?
cloak, I mean, doesn't that mean nobility?
Usually.
He could just be a rich commoner.
That's true. Some
mean-
kind of merchant.
He could be trying to become a nobility.
I'm sorry, Lucius. I didn't want... I mean, what else would you have me say?
Not that.
That is quite fair.
Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite us.
Well, as with almost everything in my life, I will twist it to something better. That is my goal.
It's not like it wasn't going to happen one way or another, you know?
And
That's what
we're
people
not the
do with
ones-
these things. That's half the game.
It's not that you literally write it down to say, I am doing this.
But I'm not doing anything.
Arrest me.
I'm just
officer."
saying don't do any... All I was really saying was don't do anything to me. I can't control their actions.
On that note, we do need to acquire some things. Mr. Drew,
What would
I
you
was-
like me do?
I was thinking some kind of potions, things maybe we can use on the other creatures. Actually,
That
What?
sounds an awful lot
I
like
didn't write it down
sabotage.
and hand it to somebody. I'm speaking in our company.
You know I like to be public. Yes, all right. I am totally down with this. Don't get me wrong. I just had to make a point.
Are you asking for some sort of poison?
Something that might make a creature drowsy, slow, disoriented. Especially as we move along.
Oh,
Hopefully.
I see. I would have to speak to the mercenaries and see if they have anything of the sorts. I don't quite keep anything like that on me.
Yes, very secretive, of course. It would come into
That'll be
question.
quite secretive.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'll
what's really...
Depend on the type of creature, of course, you know.
Yes.
Size, type, things
Yes.
like that.
It'd be quite unfortunate if we killed something.
Maybe. But, what exactly... I mean, this is the first time we're doing these games here. What, is there any... I mean, what are the rules? Are there rules?
No. Hardly. There's not really
I'm sure
rules
Lucius
for
knows
anything.
the rules.
Is it more of a gentleman's agreement, or...
I mean, you're nobles. It's supposed to be noble.
Well,
Quite the gentleman.
Mm.
we will be very gentle in our application.
Suppository?
As far as I know, the only rules are appearances, appearances, appearances.
You are not wrong at all, Moore. And that is, I think, what the three of us are going to have to handle, and Lucius will be the actual strong fiber. Which, now that I've had a proper scolding, we are going to have to start your dance lessons. You have to dance. I'm not talking about spotlights. I'll take care of that, I'm sure. For better or worse.
Well, look at it this way, Lush. The Auroch has his arena, and you have yours. You can at least learn to be as graceful as he can.
I can try, but it's
You're-
difficult.
You're quite graceful in battle. Perhaps it would just be
That's
a
true.
application used differently?
Yes. Dancing is nothing more than a fight of gentle application.
With a sword, yeah.
Well, instead of a sword, you're using only your hands and your feet.
But not the way that Moore uses them.
However, I think it would be ideal if his partner was,
6 inches taller than him.
well, that is always nice. But someone who knows what they're doing and is not me.
Fair enough.
You've always done it better.
Well, I suppose there was a time it was actually somewhat entertaining. Right then.
Think of it
I
as a
don't think you
challenge.
two are getting out of it. I fully expect you two to dance together as well.
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course. There's no other person I would love to dance with.
So can we do the dance practice after?
Yeah.
The 6 days.
Why
We've done a
is-
lot of stuff for those 6 days.
No. I thought
Yeah.
that was the next chunk.
That'll be the
Sweet.
next.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I have images in my head.
But also, it's Lucius is going to be all day training with Auroch and then all night dancing. sort
Be
of
so
thing.
stinky. Sorry.
The morning, the 6th morning of downtime. Lucius, you are greeted early in the morning. Lord Lucius, your father, he's passed in the night.
Thank you.
And he bows. I'm sorry. Long live Lucius III.
Yes. Long live Lucius III. He'll at least, I think, go up and see him for a little while. Have his own private time with him. You know, he's talking to him. I knew this day was going to come someday. But I feel utterly unprepared. I don't think I can live up to what you've done and how our family is. Probably do take things a little too seriously. You're always good at a laugh and a joke. I'll miss you. I promise, take care of everyone. To the best of my abilities. He'll bow and leave.
There's servants and attendants that waited patiently outside of the room. So as you leave, they go in and begin prepping him for... I mean, there's magic, so they can gentle with those. This is not as hard. Same idea, though. The coroner and all that.
Oh, yeah. Magical mortician.
Yeah. They begin prepping, and everybody's bowing respectfully to you, knowing that the torch has officially been passed, and now this puts the last nail in the coffin. Passing the torch. No pun there. No. Come on, guys. Come on. So the news spreads. Who's the first person you go to? Lucius III, the ruler of House 𝐼𝐸𝐵 now. Ruler.
Lord.
Patriarch.
I think it would honestly be his mother.
Where?
His mother.
I didn't plan on playing that one.
I'm sorry.
You're good. I love it. I was doing no females tonight. She is already at the chapel weeping.
Mm-hmm.
Silently, of course. Strong.
Yeah, he has his arm around her, standing very stoically. He was a great man.
A decent husband.
You were his queen.
She sits in silence at that. You're going to be a great leader. A great lord.
That's what people say. I'll try.
She wipes her tear and doesn't say a whole lot. She gently puts like her hand on your knee, just as like a comforting, motherly, gentle squeeze.
Mm-hmm. I think we should have casting. So I imagine, what kind of service do they have? I picture in my head it's something more Viking-like.
I do too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out
yeah.
on a boat, and
Would it be burn the boat, or do we have like an island with a family crypt or something?
that's kind of cool. So they sail away off to the island.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that.
Mother is always more leaned towards the chapel. This is like her place. She likes to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet, especially during the week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she was there. But she knows the rights. So by the end of the day, the ships are taken. Unless you guys want to jump in or you want to say something.
I think he kind of lets the service kind of process. I don't think he would say much
Yeah.
the whole time.
Nobody's
But-
looking for a speech yet.
I
He
figure-
does ask Cass if he could sing.
I can do that.
He always liked your voice.
I know just the song.
It's one of those strange moments where all of the ships set sail. The whole fleet that's in port. There's some that are out doing stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
all the ones that are in port are readied and set sail. And you guys all go to the private island, right? That's what we discussed. That's what
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The where the main burial for the nobles of House 𝐼𝐸𝐵𝐺 are buried.
I think the song would happen just because of the one I'm thinking is it's happening as the procession is heading toward the boats and getting on them.
Wonderful.
And then we take off, and the ceremony at the island is much more private,
Okay.
if that's all right.
Yeah, I love it.
So he's going to sing one of grandfather's favorite less cheery songs, harkening back. This is funny, this is in the same episode too earlier. But instead of about a girl, it's everyone knows he's singing about a ship. I gotta make it through this. Okay. It's been a long time since you've seen her. Could have been 3 years or more. Will she be waiting when we dock, boys? Like the others, will she be gone? It's one more pull, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll draw alongside, hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey's nearly done. Well, a man may take a queen, boys, and a man may build a house, but a sailor has his ship, boys, and his home, it is the sea. It's one more pull, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll draw alongside, hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey now is done.
The name of his favorite ship was the Belle Isle.
Beautiful.
The procession happens. The normal ceremony happens on the island. And it's a moment where all of the house is quiet. We're sailors. We're not that quiet. But they're quiet. Lucius II was a great lord of House 𝐼𝙪𝙗𝙗. And there are some big shoes to be filled for Lucius III. And what an opportunity, as the games approach, for Lucius III to fulfill these shoes. Lucius, do you make any kind of speech or anything out of curiosity before we...
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
I think he's very silent
Makes
for the whole
sense.
thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely fine with it. Makes sense. So the evening is spent doing that, and then on the way back, merriment and celebration of his life does happen. So a lot of the taverns where you guys own docks.
A lot of rum.
A lot of rum is consumed. A lot of stories are being told, including the most recent story of House 𝐼𝙪𝙗 of Auroch riding. It's become quite a thing. And obviously there is a celebration of such a great lord of House 𝐼𝙪𝙗. And then obviously a little bit of sadness and things like that. And how about for the four of you? What does this night look like?
Lucius goes back to his office to sit.
Or we're gonna wait till he peeled off by himself and then go see him.
Are we resolving this first, or
If it's okay, I think seeing Lucius leaving Caspian would like start to go, and then maybe catch that more slips off and be like, "That's good." I'll keep the men drinking and singing.
flowers and letters, of course, begin to show up pretty quickly throughout the day from other houses and stuff like that. And your office has, outside of the office, has quite a beautiful arrangement set up as you enter the room. More, do you stop Lucius before he enters the room, or do you just go?
No, I probably wait until he's in there, and then, like, I'm not following directly behind him, but then, like, after a little while, once I know that that's where he's gone, I'm gonna get, like, a couple bottles of wine, and then, just let myself in.
I'll say when he first comes in, he's actually just, like, face down on the table. Not crying, but he's just overwhelmed. Kind of. Oh, hi. Please, come in. Have a seat.
Right, well, thought you might, need this, and, thought you might not want to drink it alone. So I can just sit on the opposite edge of the desk.
Thank you. He will start pouring them out and hand her a glass.
Oh, well, that's where I brought 2 bottles, but alright.
As you wish.
she'll set it down and take the glass. I met him once, you know, your father. I mean, not in the parties and all that, but I was actually climbing down out of your window one night, and he was in the courtyard, and we didn't really speak properly. He just sort of gave me a little bit of a nod, like a go on then, and I skittered away and never heard anything of it, but
Well, I did. But it... He really liked you.
well, of all the lords and such out there, I don't suppose I really had anything bad to say about him, you know? He He's more of a person than most of them.
He had an untamable spirit. So, takes one to know one, I guess.
I think I probably felt more understood in that nod than anytime I ever spoke to my parents.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I just mean to say, you know, he was a good person, and he will be missed.
Yes, incredibly. I feel guilty bringing you around all the nobility stuff. I know it's not your cup of tea.
Well, not so much, but you know, here we are. I don't suppose I ever really thought I could completely shake it. Maybe this isn't the right question to ask right now, but what are you doing? Cass seems to think it's something wonderful, but what does that mean?
Well, I want to build this family up. I want us to get to a certain place. I have a certain level in my head that I believe that we need to get to.
And she'll kind of stop you and like square up a little bit and be like, but what does that mean to you? Everyone would say something similar. Everyone's trying to climb. Everyone's trying to establish themselves, to compete, to put someone else down. But why?
I'm hoping I will be able to
You have a good house, 𝙗𝙗.
I know.
How much do you need to be happy?
I think once I get there, it'll all make sense. I'm sorry. It's... You know, I always have things going on in my head. Not much for words. But I hope that my actions will speak and be known. On a different note, are you okay coming to the ball? I know it's miserable for you. Honestly, it's miserable for me.
It's miserable for everyone who isn't Cass or a horrible human being.
A lot of women love to dress up and dance and be gawked at, and my mother has been trying to set me up for quite a while now, and it's getting tiresome.
Well, it won't be the worst thing I've ever done. What's the point of me going? What sort of statement are we making? Because we are making a statement.
That is true. I do think it would be rather fun to annoy your sisters.
Well, that's not hard, and there's plenty of ways to do that. They'll be annoyed by practically any statement I make.
That's true. But if you show up with us, and you actually dressed up, that would really...
That's asking a lot.
Wouldn't it be fun? I can see Bethany's face now. steam out of her ears.
But you are asking.
Yes. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep up.
Well, the way I see it in all of this, the party is out there capturing the Auroch. The ball is where the real fight is.
Ugh.
So if this is the front we're putting on, then
Yes. This is the stuff I'm terrible at.
that's what you've got everyone else for, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Oh. Yes.
You just have to go and look pretty.
I'm good at reading into people, at least.
I was going to say you're good at looking pretty.
Takes one to know one.
Anyhow, I'm sure you want some time by yourself in all of this, so I just wanted you to know it didn't have to be by yourself.
Thank you. That means the world to me. And he'll walk her out as a lady.
She'll finish her glass, put it down, pick up the other bottle, be like, I'll just take this with me then. I know you're not going to finish both of them.
No. One glass is enough for me.
Right then, well, good night.
Till tomorrow.
She'll just kind of like swing around and saunter off without looking back.
I'm just enjoying it.
Good. Awesome.
Lucius will smile.
Good scene.
Very good scene. So we're going to resume training the next day, or are we taking a day of rest and away from the world? So there's 8 days.
Well, I
Hold on. Math.
Before
8 days till the ball.
Before we move on, I think during that night especially, that Drew's gonna drink a lot heavier.
Ooh.
So especially when Lucius leaves and such, he's going to be getting a lot more into the spirits and such, while and just really trying to go home with it.
That's awesome. I like the idea, if I might, that when Caspian was like, sees Morgana take off after Lucius, that he turns around and realizes what's happening. Yes, I better stay here. I'll be his DD.
I love it.
Where are you guys?
Yeah, right.
Just the tavern. I was picturing the taverns down on the docks, like the Kiseri mercenary tavern,
Okay.
watering holes.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what I was imagining.
Awesome. And of course, a lot of soldiers and mercenaries, I should say, and hunters are there celebrating alongside you, Isidru, and encouraging you to throw your knives. And
Oh yeah. He's gonna be all for it.
love it.
He's gonna keep doing that unless interrupted.
So I guess it's up to Lord. You're not going to be interrupted.
Okay.
I guess it's up to Lord Lucius. The day after the passing and ceremony. Are we getting right back to training, or do you need time?
No, I think a day of rest, I think, for everybody.
Okay.
I think would be appropriate. Come in.
Good morning, Uncle.
Hello, Gus.
How are you?
As expected.
Isidru's doing terrible. But that doesn't mean we still can't dance.
We're dancing today.
When you're ready. I don't want to rush you. I just want you to... Have you spoken with Morgana about it?
Dancing today?
No, just in general. Are you two on the same page,
I think-
relatively speaking?
I think so. Yes.
All right. I don't want to rush things, but we only have 8 days. and you can't dance. I'm not asking for the spotlight, just... So, I was thinking, if and when today you feel ready, we will start with the basics. We don't even need Morgana right now. We can just start with the basics. Some basic steps we'll go over. I'm sure you'll remember from when Mother May, or grandmother, because you're my uncle. Grandmother made you do all those lessons early on.
Yeah, it's quite a while ago.
But I want to see if I can translate your swordsmanship into a dance thing. I love what History was thinking about. He's not thinking about much right now, so he needs sleep. I don't think Morgana will need some, just not as much. She'll be fine shortly. But let's get started. If there's one thing we can do for Grandfather, it's keep going.
Yes. Suppose you're right. What do you want me to do?
Take it from the top. Let's go. Come.
So I love that. Down in the courtyard, you have this Auroch. And the day is spent with a mixture of things. Lucius, training. So the imagery is the courtyard and like going through the night and day cycle, but like a slightly over the top view down. In the background, you see this 3-foot wreath of flowers in the shape of a horseshoe. As a from House Chevalier.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
What gave it away?
Yeah, the horseshoe. And
a moment to look at it and take it in.
Nice.
They do know how to send a message.
And I love that during the day, there's training happening,
Mm-hmm.
but then there's dancing happening, and then training, and then dancing, and training, and dancing.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
think
this,
Caspian wants to watch him actually train the Auroch and try to translate the way he trains the Auroch into how he teaches him how to dance.
roll performance, please.
All right.
That's cool.
Try and speak your language.
I'm gonna need a roll from you, with how well you allow Lucius III to lead you in dance. So, is this a deception roll? No, I'm just kidding. All right, listen. Whatever dice hacks you guys downloaded, turn them off. This is ridiculous.
Let's just make it up for last time.
I know.
It's just a random roll, Jacob. I don't know what's wrong.
I'm loving it. So 26 is pretty high for performance, but I would like to see some other rolls first. But with that, you very much are doing a good job at porting over the fighting with the Auroch to the dancing on the field while you're giving instruction to Lucius.
Cool.
Nice job.
Thank you.
What's that would grant you advantage?
What do you actually want me to roll?
I don't know. I
mean, I think she's gonna be mostly cooperative.
yeah,
with it.
absolutely, yeah.
With the exception of like when he's messing it up, she will just sort of physically reset him to his spot when he gets too far out of it.
Okay. I love it. So how about you tell me what you think would be applicable here? Because I can think of a couple already, but I want you to pick and see if they line up.
I mean, I could think maybe like if you want it to be more of like the charm type of thing, you could go with persuasion, or if you want it to be more of the physical thing, you go with acrobatics.
I know. And I think acrobatics works too because, tripping and each other's feet and stuff. Yeah, let's do acrobatics with advantage.
I like that because she's got to work with a a 2 left feet dancer at the start.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
We'll see how this
Oh.
goes.
Well, we avoided an @1, so that's good. I love it. So the progression over...
I'm more athletic than acrobatic, guys.
That's okay. I love it. It's a struggle, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, how often do you practice your dancing?
It's probably been a while. So like,
Yeah.
she has the know-how, but it's not something she's used in a while. And I mean,
Lucius is stiff.
Lucius hasn't
Yep.
done it, and they haven't done any dancing together in a very long time. So there's probably some like like back and
Awkward.
forth
Yeah,
with it.
Yeah. Lucius, I actually want you to
I'm
roll.
poking them in the ribs like they were doing with the Auroch.
with a bow tie, a wooden sword, essentially.
Yeah, something like that.
Or a cane.
Yeah.
Pull the neck.
When Isidru finally wakes up, my hair looks as bad as his at this point.
I love it.
So frazzled.
Tag out.
Yeah.
So over those 8 days, you do see the dancing is getting better. But I do want a history check for you to recall the idea of the dance lessons that you had to take.
Okay.
Cool.
Normal straight.
Normal for me. Yep. And then Isidru, you have...
Oh, it teased us.
what are
with
you
it.
doing to... Are you participating in any of this, or are you doing your own thing for those 8 days?
I think, what is it? During the day, he's going to be going and doing the whole dancing training and such.
Okay.
During the night, he's going to get hammered. To be able, he's going to be trying to get closer with like the sorcerer of our mercenary guild. He probably visits the tavern a lot when he's staying instead of being out on the ship,
Okay.
and trying to get some info out of him.
Okay.
Is his name Radablast?
I don't get it.
Radagast?
Yeah, no, I actually really like that. That's canon now. He goes by Radablast.
I call her my corn dog.
I mean, I absolutely
I'm
love it.
thinking of cannons. I'm thinking of rats, ships.
There it
And
is.
a
Keep going.
blaster
There's
is
all
a
the dots
spellcaster. Like,
I love it,
it really
so much.
the pun is too good. So he's
Not
known,
even his real name, and he
Yeah,
just
that's
blatantly
what I
goes
was
by
thinking.
No,
it.
exactly. No, he's just known on the mercenary field.
Everybody's like, his name's Morty, guys.
yeah,
But like,
yeah, what are you doing? Why are you calling Radablast? So you meet up with Radablast,
Oh, yeah.
and you're trying to get the rune deciphered.
Right.
Oh, exciting.
Basically trying to like butter him up, trying to get friendly with him and such, and just keep encouraging him to drink and then research. And this is his way of trying to get out of reading.
That's what I thought you were doing.
So your end goal is to what with this rune?
To get it deciphered, and from there maybe we can figure out what we could do with it and if we can replicate it, if at all.
Okay. What would you like? Persuasion or?
We could do persuasion. I don't have any way to spend that, so sorry.
You're good. I mean,
that
I
sounds
think
like
it makes
what he's
sense to
talking
me.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds exactly what I'm talking about.
I think. No, I know. I'm kidding. I'm the GM. You are going to roll with advantage because of your
Oh, sorry.
relationship
Roll it twice.
with.
What's that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't have that screen up. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
That
That's okay.
relationship with. So I didn't see that number, so it's not unfair. Your relationship
Just
with
roll another number.
with all the
Disadvantage,
mercenaries and
he's so
stuff like that.
He's saying I can roll with advantage again.
No,
I'm
you roll
teasing.
regular. And we will take the highest, which is going to be a 17.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Radablast definitely feels like they could replicate. They're very excited. It would be more along the lines of
that's totally like, guys, this is like an easy road.
right there. That's Radablast for you. And of course, his response would be, "I would hope it works as intended," and he would wink at you. That would be the last statement he makes.
Typical sorcerer.
Wild magic.
Being drunk during that time makes perfect sense, is it, Drew?
Perfect. A little chaos. So we are going through the dancing. The dancing is getting better, mostly because of your nephew's help. I did that right. And it is an Auroch seems like he's gaining this maneuver well by the end of that training. So a mixture of all of the dice rolls and ending up with an Auroch who's going to have a maneuver for the battle. So I will play with that later. And and you guys, the dancing is getting better. It's not perfect, but think of the movie A Knight's Tale where they like do all the dancing.
That's
practice.
exactly,
Oh my
exactly what I'm
gosh,
picturing.
that's
So it's
Again.
like- yeah,
Again.
yeah.
And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now I really want to watch that movie.
I know.
Maybe movie night.
Movie night.
Yes.
So on that note, we are going to start next session at the beginning of the opening games ceremony,
Cool.
where we have a well-danced, Lucius. We have goals for this ceremony. There will be dancing. I'm sure there will be an exchange of words between peoples. And we look forward to it next time.
Awesome.
You guys did great.
So did you, buddy. Thanks for hanging in there.
I'm tired.
We have that effect on Game Masters. Awesome.
They do.
And you're also managing House Horsey over
I am
here,
trying.
which I'm really excited because I
you guys
can't
are-
keep up.
You guys are doing awesome.
Which is perfect. I'm almost
Rex
feeling like
said
I
roll
don't...
for recap.
Oh,
Do it.
Ah!
Thank you, Rex. You are a lifesaver.
All right,
What do we
all
have
right,
to
here we
do,
go.
a
Let me
D4?
Or
pull-
should chat just pick?
Ooh.
Pick.
All right.
Vote.
Thank you,
1,
Rex.
2, 3, or 4. Spam the chat right now.
Well,
while I-
and who's
No.
1,
Right?
2, 3, and 4?
1. Well, actually, I'll go with the mics. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So that's, if you want Caspian to do the recap next time, please press 1 and send it. If you want Isidru, you press 2 and send it. And 3 for Lord Lucius. And 4 for our lovely Morgana.
Cheers. Let us know. Yeah, I knew Mustache.
Yeah. Yeah. We have 1 vote for Great Mustache. Let's start bidding here.
We'll see. So keep spamming the chat while I do outro. We'll look at it at the end of the stream.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Jacob. Ladies, my brother. Awesome. I don't think there's anything else we need to mention. Is there anything else I can't think of?
I really am looking forward to the ball. That's all
Yes, I am too. I'll shout out again. Check out Epic Verse. There's some really great guys. And of course, our collaboration partner forever, Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads. Make sure to hop over to the Interplanar Crossroads and check out the Around the Hearths we do, because we are in a Poctober. And not this Thursday, but next Thursday? Is
You
that
are
right?
correct.
Woof. Next Thursday, we will be streaming the game. So we will be running Twilight 2000. So join us for that. Of course, next Wednesday, we'll be back for the ball. So don't miss that. And this has
Band
been-
singing recap.
dancing.
So far.
Oh, no. This has been another fantastical episode of AfterQuest, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, which I see Rumble is updated. They have a notification bell as well. So hit that, and I have to figure it out.
That's 4 votes for Caspian.
All right.
But you have to sing it.
Fair enough. They made me be a bard. No, they didn't.
No, I love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that input. It is fantastic. I cannot give you inspiration every time, though. That's just not fair.
Why not?
I want to so bad. I want to.
What's procession? It's fine.
I was gonna say inspiration is a one-time thing, Dan.
It's one-time use, yeah.
No,
per
I just-
session. Per session. Yeah. All right.
I'm saying I'm impressed enough that I want to give you inspiration every time you sing.
You're very kind.
But I'm not going
Well,
to
thank
do
you. No, that was requested. That was Compass's idea, by the way. I'll throw it out. We were talking about it behind the scenes. So, anyways,
I think that's it.
Hit the notification
hit the
bell.
notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing force known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you also gain access to bonus content as well as a private Discord where you can chat with everyone here and all the other people in the studio, as well as all our other wonderful supporters. And
Playing a Poctober.
Playing a Poctober. Yes, I'm really excited for that. Check
And-
the links. Yes.
Well, they could play in some of my games too.
That's true. Thank you. Also, in the description, start playing games. If you want to hop in and find Jake and hire him to run some games, you see how well he does.
I'm going to be firing off a new one here shortly. So
Ooh, that's
That's
exciting.
it's going to be dwarf heavy.
Dwarves! So, check the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use, as well as Foundry Virtual Tabletop, Battles of Bestiary, and Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And thank you so very much, Buttons, for joining the adventure. And we will see you next time. All right, bye.
Good night, y'all.